How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at something extremely huge, because about a month ago, there were actually some brand new trademarks that were made by Bandai Namco, and these new trademarks could actually point towards the final character on the First Fighter's Pass in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because some new trademarks were officially filed, and it does look as though these are icons for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that does not mean that this leak is going to end up being 100% real, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt, and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, as everything that we are going to be talking about today was sent into me in screenshots, so everything that you guys are going to need to see is going to be up on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, more specifically CNJ Gamer, as well as the Smash Datalizer, so thank you guys very much for sending this in to me. And if you guys haven't already joined my Discord, you can find a link to it, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, this originated from Twitter by a user named Jamatsu, so let's just go ahead and take a look at what this person has to say, as well as the new icons and renders. So guys, like I said, all this information comes from a Twitter user named Jamatsu, and he starts by saying, Bandai Namco recently filed these trademarks, one for the Tales of series logo, and the other for what looks like a save icon, and then attached with that we also get the images. Now before we go ahead and take a look at the images, I just want to make one thing very clear, and that this was filed about a month ago. Now originally, this was posted on October 8th of 2019, so it was posted again over a month ago, so yeah, this has been floating around for a while. However, this is the first time that I decided to go ahead and talk about it, because obviously, as we all already know, Sabi went ahead and deconfirmed a bunch of different characters, which we're going to go ahead and talk about later, so it looks as though this leak is becoming all the more credible, and it might end up being real. So guys, like I said, there are actually two images that were included, which could actually be alluding towards a new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character. So as you guys can see on screen right now, here is the first official image, and it is just an image of the Tales of series logo. Now guys, I really don't know that much about the Tales of logos or anything else like that. It seems as though each one has a different one, so the fact that this is just a very broad, like, Tales of series makes me think that, like, yeah, this is going to be for a new character reveal. Obviously, in terms of what exactly I think this is going to be, I think that it is going to be a part of a character reveal trailer, and it's going to appear during the part where it's like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate X Tales of series. Obviously, the picture will be up on screen for you guys to see, but this is basically what I think this is going to end up being. I mean, obviously, guys, they do this with basically every character, especially when they introduce a new game franchise, so yeah, this is definitely what this is going to end up being. The next image that was apparently trademarked is actually going to be the logo for the Tales of series, which is going to appear in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, probably as the series logo, similar to what the other characters have when you're playing with them in battle. Now, if you guys have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, here is an example. Obviously, behind this character, there is an image that represents their series as a whole, so the fact that this looks just like it would work perfectly for a Tales of character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate makes me believe that, yeah, this is definitely what this is going to end up being. Now, obviously, once this is in full production and we actually have it alongside a brand new character, it's going to be full of color like a red or blue, yellow, green, whatever color you decide to have in the background. And obviously, the newest character is going to be right up front, so yeah. Obviously, the book is probably going to end up representing that. I suppose it could end up representing like a spirit or something else along those lines, or maybe it is just going to be like a saving screen in the next Tales of game. However, guys, at this point, it is looking just like it's going to end up being the series logo for the Tales of franchise in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, before we go ahead and talk about which character I personally believe is going to be the character that is going to represent the Tales of franchise, which if you guys have already been watching my videos for a while, you guys already know I feel as though I should talk about the reason I decided to talk about this leak now and what it could mean for the future of Smash DLC. So for those of you guys who weren't already aware, for the past couple of weeks, Sabi and Vergaman have been deconfirming characters left and right. First of all, Sabi came forward and he said that it was not going to be Crash Bandicoot or Ryu Hayabusa being the character that was going to represent the 5th fighter slot on the first Fighter's Pass. Now obviously, those were two characters that lots of people thought were going to end up making it into the game, especially in that 5th fighter slot, because honestly, we needed a character to represent an orange background, and since so many people have been talking about that, it seemed like both of those characters would fit. However, they were deconfirmed. After that, a bunch of people started to believe that Doomguy was actually going to be the 5th and final DLC fighter, or Geno, because obviously we had the Mii Hat costume leak come out a little while ago. However, once again, another credible leaker by the name of Vergaman came forward, and he said that it was not going to be Doomguy, Geno, Ryu Hayabusa, or Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. So 5 of the biggest characters that lots of people thought were going to end up making it into the game were now deconfirmed. So now guys, which character could this possibly be? I mean, with all this new evidence and everything else, which character is going to be the final character on the first Fighter's Pass? And guys, I think I have finally figured it out. Obviously, with all of this new evidence, it is going to end up probably being a character from the Tales of game franchise. And honestly guys, there is no character I can think of that would be represented better in Smash Ultimate than Lloyd Irving. Now obviously guys, Lloyd Irving is a character that we have started talking about a ton on this channel. I mean, I know that there are a lot of people out there that really don't know that much about this character and don't really know that much about like the Tales of game franchise or anything else like that, but honestly guys, trust me when I say Lloyd Irving is a super awesome character, and his game franchise, from what I have personally heard because I have never played it before, is actually really good. Now, if you guys have like no idea what Lloyd's moveset could possibly be or anything else like that, I highly recommend you guys check out some videos of Super Smash Flash 2 or go ahead and play the game, because honestly, there's a ton of great information on Lloyd Irving. You can see how he would probably move in a Smash video game, and honestly, I think that he is represented great in Smash Flash 2, and if they did decide to take some inspiration from that game, that'd be really cool. So now that you guys have heard me talk a lot about Lloyd Irving as well as the game franchise he comes from, what are my honest thoughts on him, and does he have a chance of making it into the game? Well guys, especially after taking a look at this evidence with the trademarks and everything, yeah, he definitely does. For those of you guys who weren't already aware, Lloyd Irving is an extremely popular character to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate over in Japan. Not only that guys, the Tales of series is extremely popular over there as well, and as we saw with the Hero as well as Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition, those things definitely matter. Like, I can personally say that I do not believe that there are a ton of people out there that really wanted to see the Hero in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, at least over here in the West. However guys, because he was such a popular character choice over in Japan, and a new Dragon Quest game was coming out on the Switch, that is the reason why he ended up getting into the game. Now, if they did decide to release a new Tales of series game over here in the West, it would make even more sense for them to add Lloyd Irving in, because obviously he would promote the game and the game would promote him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So yeah, I definitely think that especially if they release a new game over here in the West, we are definitely going to be seeing Lloyd Irving. However, once again, it's looking extremely likely like it's going to end up being him. Also guys, one final thing about the leak and the new images and everything that I forgot to mention earlier on is that for those of you guys who didn't already know, Bandai Namco not only owns all of the Tales of game franchise, so they're the ones who develop them and everything else like that, but they are also the people who are developing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so at the end of the day, it's one thing or the other. Either we're going to be getting a new Tales of game pretty soon, or a Tales of character is going to be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and honestly guys, at this point, I'm sure that everybody and their mother is thinking that it's going to end up being the latter. However guys, with all of that being said, let me know your thoughts about all of this new information in the comments section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if Lloyd Irving was the 5th and final character on the first Fighter's Pass? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.